Just wanted to give you guys a quick view of the booth real quick. We've added some new masks up onto here, just kind of listen to people's feedback. And so just wanted to give you a little bit closer view of some stuff. And remember, all these masks are available for us to try on. I'm going to pull the camera out and welcome back to CFX Live.
Hello, everybody out there in CFX Live Land. Welcome, welcome, and welcome. Give you all a few more seconds to get situated, and all that good stuff here. It's Sunday. It's 2 o'clock. We're feeling the heat here in Louisiana. It's
definitely warming up.
It's 81 degrees. There's probably like at least 60% humidity right now. I'm hot.
Yeah, you're hot.
Oh, yeah, I'm hot. Oh, my God. It's so hot. So, yeah, you guys, we're just kind of shooting the shenanigans here on our last day of CFX Live during Fansworld. This is the 2 o'clock hour. We will also be going live for our last hour at 4 today. But the Fansworld sale continues all throughout the weekend through till next Thursday.
Graphics right now.
Yeah, Josh popped up that graphic there for you guys right now to talk about the sale. We are having a sale on our made-to-order items only. So the masks and gloves, you can get $50 off if you use code CFXFAN21. And we are also still offering our free UPS ground domestic shipping. Please be sure to use code CFXUPS. Those codes are stackable, and you must use the codes to get the discounts. So thank you guys so much for tuning in. If you haven't already, please be sure to like, subscribe, share, follow, all that good stuff, so you guys are going to be notified for when we go live and have other sales and fun events, and we have other contests and all that stuff in between.
And yeah, so to answer a lot of your guys' questions that I'm seeing on the stream right now, Skippy, yeah, you did miss the paint demo. That happened yesterday, I believe in the, was it the 4 o'clock segment or the 2 o'clock segment?
2 o'clock.
And it was like the very last, we went out while playing the paint demo.
On that one.
Shauna, yeah, the videos, you can find them all over Facebook or YouTube.
Yes.
I'm not sure, how does Twitch work? Does Twitch save them for later viewing?
So Twitch is a little bit finicky. They do save the entire videos that we stream, but I will have to go back through later and highlight certain parts of the clip so that they don't disappear. But yeah, you can find all of our live videos on here on Facebook, and they're on YouTube. YouTube makes it kind of funny because they have our playlist of all of our uploads, and then there's a separate tab for all of our live streams, the live videos that we do. So all of these things for Fansworld will be under that live tab, but that's where you can find all of that stuff.
Everyone's kind of just checking in, saying where they're from and if it's hot or not.
Yes, let
So.
us know. Yeah, please let us know what the weather's like. I do know that I think the middle north of the country is getting more snowstorms right now.
Well, we got to remember, we get a lot of international viewers here. And so we got the Netherlands on this live stream right now. I know Australia's been out here for a little bit. Costa Rica's on here. I got German now. It's locked in my head.
Knows.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know that the West Coast, I know Hawaii was dealing with some major storming and flooding out there on Maui. The Road to Hana, part of the Road to Hana collapse. Josh and I have been there. We have friends who live on the Big Island. We have friends who live on
parts of my
Oahu.
family are originally from
Kauai.
Yeah, I know I don't look like it, but a lot of my family is from Hawaii. I have a lot of family in Hilo, Hawaii. They've kind of all over the place now. There's some people out in Kauai. There's a lot of friends on Maui.
So Don over there on Kauai and Andy over there on the Big Island. Hello, or no, I think he's on Oahu. Hello, we miss you guys, former haunters of ours who we knew from San Diego. So, and everybody else out there on the islands, I hope you guys are doing okay with all the storms.
And so Tyler, the vine creature, if you wanted that style of vine creature, just call us up and order it. That one's being reserved right now because we do have a custom character that it's still in progress of being worked on.
We're working on something with Froggies that they were going to bring to Transworld last year. We are in speakings with them. I don't know what I was going to say. We're in touch with them about if we're going to be doing the same thing that they were planning on doing last year for him. But yeah, that's our vine creature. He doesn't get enough love. I don't know why he wasn't really hanging out in our catalog, but as soon as we painted him in this really pink fleshy version, he's getting a lot of attention, so I'm trying to do what I can to make sure we bring him back onto the website, and he's available for purchase for you guys.
And Dwayne, I'm working on bringing the Mask Lab back. We talk about it all the time. It's such a resource-heavy application that, it messes up the rest of the website. We are in the process of looking at revamping the website again, so that is in the talks.
Or even to have a completely separate app where it's just kind of like a fun, game for you guys to kind of be able to just paper doll it in a way. So we're looking at different avenues for that because we know the Mask Lab was really popular. And even if you guys just created something that you weren't even really thinking about buying, it's always kind of fun to see how different aspects of different masks kind of get matched together to create new masks.
And as we're saying that, I'm realizing I never tried Stalker Lyle on that last segment, so that'll be at the end of this segment. I'll put on Stalker Lyle. Tyler Maui is floating around here somewhere, causing trouble. I think he's out in the hallway right now.
Yeah, I think he's got his block he's chewing on. He likes to chew on 2x4 blocks. Wow, bless you.
Wow.
Good thing it's just the two of us here in the studio today.
Yeah.
Maui is destined to be a haunt dog because he likes chewing on pieces of 2x4 blocks that we cut off of other things that we're building here in the shop. So.
And Lee, come by and see us at Transworld. I'd love to meet you in person.
Yes, please.
Come hang out at the booth. We'll talk all day if you want. I think we're pretty well caught up.
Skippy, the Vine Creature is a character that we've had for a while. He's not currently on the website. That was something, for some reason, he was taken off the website before Josh and I got here.
He was made in conjunction with, to go with an animatronic for a company that's no longer producing animatronics.
Or at least specifically that animatronic.
Yeah, and so it just, for some reason, got left off the catalog for a little while. We realized that, and we're in the process of bringing it back. The paint scheme that you see up there right now, just so the rest of everyone knows who we're talking about here. That pink fleshy looking guy right there, right in the middle, that's the Vine Creature. And so normally he comes in a dark green with moss and or brown.
Actually,
I think we have a green one up here.
Old version of one that's green right here.
I'm gonna pop him out of the bag.
I'm trying to. So this mask is probably 6 years old at least.
That's a shop copy of the mask.
And this is one we brought to, I think, the trade show that kind of demoed with that animatronic.
Yeah.
So the paint job, if you get this guy, we will absolutely do an updated paint job on the green with his mossy bits and stuff like that. There. So,
Vine Creature. That's just simple. Give us a call, shoot us an email, and we'll get you. We'll get that thing ordered for you. It is available. It just, for some reason, it is not on the website.
Speaking of, we still do a lot of our masks we can have on like version 2. So for example, Lupus, we have a version.
Well, here let's use this as an example. So there's a version 2 imp right in front of us.
That's not quite what I was getting at. We have the molds for version 1s of a lot of these masks. So even though they may not be listed on the website, we can still do those at any point. Josh is shaking his head at me.
That's exactly what I was saying.
I know, but I didn't want to use the imp as an example.
So yeah, so just as an example, you have a version 4 imp and the version 2 imp right here in front of us. You guys have seen us floating that version 1 imp around. We still have the molds to all that. So if you really wanted one in that style, we could do them. And that goes, like Tabby was saying, our lupus and
our lupus, our Yorick. We have a version 1 Mac. We have a version 1 Whip Stitch. I know we have a version 1 Hot Lips because this is version 2, and a few other ones. So if you were fans of our catalog from way back when, from like 2009 and 2012, we've upgraded some of those designs, as you can see on our website, but we still have those molds. So if you prefer one over the other, just let us know. We can still absolutely 100% do that.
And Scott, we specialize in props and masks and other stuff like that, and we leave the costuming to people that are much better at that.
Yeah.
We work with quite a few vendors that produce professional costumes, and then we're also, we have no problem guiding people on how to kind of make their own. But I'm going to throw out a couple of names, a couple of shout outs to some of our favorite clothing vendors. We're going to start with Dark Stitches, and then we're going to go to Dark Creations ATX. We're going to go to Midnight Mayhem Apparel and Studio 1031 Concepts. Those are all great guys to work with. They're very close friends of the shop here. They're going to give you some good quality products, and they're very familiar with the silicone masks, which helps because they know what they're designing the costume for.
Absolutely.
So we're going to leave the costuming to the people that specialize in that type of stuff, and we'll just continue making the masks. But yeah, we have no problem guiding you in the right direction to get a proper costume.
Absolutely. And Skippy, I do not recall the price of Vine Creature right now. I want to say he's about $625.
I think he's at the base price. Pretty low.
Like I said, I can't recall right now because it has been a long time. But you know how to reach out to us. Email us. Jonathan will be back in the office tomorrow, and we will get that pricing for you.
There's been a lot of talks on the Facebook post. Obviously we're being live. We're all over Facebook today, and we're seeing some comments about the lack of female fit or the female looking masks, possibly male fit or female fit. So we did throw a couple variants of Sandra up on the wall right there. Bam.
Bring them down,
Pull them down. I'm gonna grab that green imp out of your way right there. And I'm gonna come over here. Take him off there. Just make some room.
So these are two. This is Sandra, Sandra the Femme, on our, as we call her. She is a male fit feminine mask. So this is normally what she looks like. I can't remember if this wig is glued down. I don't think it is. Let me see if I can. No, this wig is glued down. I couldn't remember. We have a wig floating around down there that looks like this one, and I couldn't remember if this was the one that was wigged or not. So this is Sandra. She is a male fit, female feminine featured mask. This is just a very standard version, obviously, with very light lipstick and light makeup. Her eyebrows are hand punched, as well as this is a wig that's glued down, and then the edges were hand punched. I think this wig is human hair. Normally some of the wigs we get are synthetic hair, but it depends on what you're looking for. Also, something I meant to bring up last hour, but I can totally touch base here with wigs. If you have a mask that you want to get hair done and you have a perfect wig for it, you can send us that wig and we can put it on the mask for you. Sometimes that's easier than us having to try and source the wig. If you know exactly what you're looking for and you can get it and send it to us, that makes sometimes our job quite a bit easier. That way we know exactly what you're looking for and we can get it done. And this is Sandra. I think we were just calling this rainbow drip. Obviously, a little bit more flashy, a little bit more flamboyant.
Custom paint scheme in there. The artist wanted to get a little crazy. I think Jen probably did that one, looking at the rainbow colors.
Absolutely. But same as any of our masks, we can do them in a natural human style. If you're just looking for something like that, like the masking community out in the UK, or if you want something a little bit more flashy and flamboyant, any kind of clown makeup or any makeup like that will work.
And know that we have these masks available. We have a lot of realistic masks that we can go and get very creative with. We started as a horror Halloween-based company. We worked at haunted houses, so that's really why you see so many of the monsters.
Yes.
But we also understand that there's a market out there for this type of mask, and it's literally a matter of you just giving us a call, letting us know what you're looking for. and go from there. Probably in the 4 o'clock hour, I might try one of these ones on for you. I've never worn Sandra.
No, you've never.
So yeah, I'm a Halloween masker. I usually wear the scary and creepy stuff. But yeah, I have no problem trying one of those on for you, and just so you can kind of see what that's like.
The rainbow makeup is UV reactive on.
Well, here we can check that out.
Yeah, ooh,
Right
super
there.
UV. Look at that.
Yeah.
Bam.
So here, hold on one second, because it always like washes. Yeah, there we go.
It's crazy.
Bring it a little bit. Bring it a little closer, so we can see the color in there.
Oh, that's beautiful.
All right.
Look how vibrant this gal is. So I'm gonna put Sandra back up there.
Go ahead and I know we do it every hour, but let's go over the format real quick again, just for any new viewers, so they understand what we're doing here.
Sure. So you guys, this is Fansworld at CFX. We are doing CFX Live, or we have been doing CFX Live for the past few days, just to be with you guys, to entertain you guys, and to give you some insight on the best practices for your masks, whether it's putting it on, taking it off, washing it, costuming it. I was gonna say customizing it. I don't know why.
Accessorize.
Accessorizer. I see. I'm just mashing words together, just like we mash masks.
I have to translate for Tabitha every once in a while.
You know, that's what he's good for. He's good for so many things, including translation of Tabitha.
Stacy!
Hey, babe!
Get in your spots! Get in your spots!
Sister spots. Super secret inside joke there. Stacy is the manager of the Haunted Hotel Incorporated events down in San Diego. Josh worked very closely with him
my hometown haunt.
for
My first.
many years.
Yeah. Stacy and I, we tag team running the places down there with the owners of the attractions.
Stacy was my direct manager at the Haunted Hotel. So basically, Stacy did Josh's role at the 2 different events that we had down in San Diego. So we love you. We miss you. We hope everything's good.
Come out see us in Louisiana.
Pretty soon again.
Yeah.
But yes, so CFX Live, we are here for you all weekend long. We have some live streams scheduled for the rest of the day, our next live stream. And we're here just to answer your questions, to hang out with you, to try on some of these masks for you guys, and just give you a little bit of sense of normalcy like you would come to see us at a trade show and all of that good stuff. So please, please, please feel free to like, share, and subscribe all of these videos. The more the merrier. We want to make sure that we are reaching as many people as possible and showing off our amazing product that you guys get to wear and make us look good. Let's be honest.
And and we understand that these masks have a price point that's up there, and they are a little bit of an investment. And so we want to make sure you guys see what you're actually buying.
Yes.
Make sure we can answer any questions, do any try-ons, so you can see how they fit. Last year we went through a lot of scam ads that kind of. Unfortunately, it didn't really soil our reputation, but for the people that don't understand what a silicone mask is, and then they spend this money, they watch the videos and then they spend the money and get a cheap latex mask, it dissuades them from buying masks that they don't know. And so in lieu of doing trade shows where you can actually come and feel the masks and talk to us in person, we've opened up our live streams, we've opened ourselves up to the internet, and so we're here for you to answer any of those questions. Basically, if you see a mask on the shelf behind you, or if you go to our webpage while you're watching this and look at our catalog, ask us about any of the masks. We'll grab them and try them on.
If we have it, we will absolutely grab it and try it on, including me, even though I got my face on.
Yep, Tabby will try on any of the masks. She'll put the male fit ones on. I don't put the female fit ones on. I do fit in them, but they just tend to stretch them out a little bit.
I got a video of him in doll face because somebody wanted to know, and it's fun.
Yeah.
I'll leave it at that. It's fun. But yes, so thank you guys again so much for tuning in. All of you return watchers, all of you new watchers, thank you for finding us and deciding to spend your time with us today. We appreciate it.
I'll come on screen for a quick second.
I'm Tabitha. This is Josh.
You don't see me very often. That's what I do. I run on and I run off.
He runs off. He runs in and runs off. Josh is the maestro behind all of the things that you see going on here. He's doing all the lights. He's doing all of the live stream software stuff. So that's why I'm usually here on camera, since he's the one doing all of the technical work. And so we would not be here if not for Josh. So thanks, babe. I appreciate all your hard work and making us look good.
Happy to do it. Well, I don't want you looking bad.
Well, I would hope not. Thanks.
Yeah.
Thanks.
All right, guys.
Somebody was asking about the nuggets. Let me grab the nugget real quick. Come here.
Oh, yeah. Maui. There's Maui. He just wandered in.
Oh, my boy.
Oh, there he is. Big stinky nuggets. He's over these live streams because the weekends are his time, and so when we leave to go to work, he just like looks at us like, what do you mean we're going back to work again? And then he gets here and the shop is completely empty.
There's no one here. Okay.
Yeah. But yeah, there's some puppy mama love right there.
He's a big baby. And he is kind of a baby. He's barely a year old. He's about
10 months.
10 months now. Oh, he wants me.
Yeah.
He's like, yeah, Mama, hold me. I love that. Okay, get down. You're a
All right,
good
come
boy.
over here.
You're
Hey,
a good boy.
come on.
Usually
here.
he doesn't like it when I pick him up, but apparently
Yeah,
he's,
don't bump the camera this time. Last time at the 4 o'clock hour, we had an incident where he took out the camera and the microphone. He took everything out basically.
No, stay, baby, stay.
So we're gonna keep him.
Yeah, he's
under
grabbing
control
my
this
hands
time.
and he wants me to go over there because he wants me to play with him and
Yeah.
not be on camera for you guys. Soon, baby. Soon, baby. Soon.
All right, so let me grab him and get him out of Tabby's hair so Tabby can do that. Come on over here, big guy. Hey. Come on.
Joe, that's fantastic. I'm really glad that Exotic Lenses reached out to you about ordering those contact lenses. That's something that we did cover on our streams yesterday. We were talking about costuming and different ways to accessorize, and somebody asked us about contact lenses. I personally, and Josh as well, have only used Exotic Lenses. They are FDA approved, and they are a fantastic company to work with. They offer a multitude of different lenses. You will need a prescription if you reach out to them, but it is worthwhile because your eyes are very important parts of your body. You only get one set, so please do not risk your eyes on like liquor store contact lenses. Just don't do it, please. Please don't do it.
We've seen the horror stories, so
Yes.
yeah.
We've worked in haunts. We know what happens. It gets gross and dirty there sometimes. So just treat your eyes with the utmost respect. And yeah, so I'm really glad that those contacts are going to work out for you, Joe. It's really awesome to hear.
Tyler, I don't have the fun guy mask up here just yet.
Hey.
He'll be on the 4 o'clock hour.
No.
And yeah, I think I'm just gonna put him on the shelf, and I'll show him to you, but I'm not gonna talk about him at all. All right, I won't answer any questions. No try on, because this is not a finished mask. This is a paint demo.
Is a paint demo.
We're trying to find the right paint scheme for him. And so yeah, I don't want it. This is not a mask that will be available just yet. Although there are 2 more that have already been cast.
Yeah.
That once we know the paint scheme, Jen will start working on those paint schemes right away, and I imagine they'll be done by the end of the week.
Yes, that is something that we are aiming to do because I'm really excited about this guy, and I think you guys are going to be really excited about this guy as well.
Yep. And yeah, we'll grab that Nadia, and Tabby will put that Nadia on. Again, so I don't know if you've noticed, but we stack the try-ons more towards the tail end, so that way we can just get any questions answered.
Absolutely.
Right off the bat. But if there's no questions, we'll just start going into the try-ons.
I do have a gentleman who is on. I have this gentleman who's down here barking at me the entire time.
Hey.
And then I have a gentleman on YouTube who is a big fan of your work. Unfortunately, he lives in Brazil, or they live in Brazil, and the import taxes are absurd, but keep up the wonderful work. Thank you so much, Jose. I definitely appreciate that. We understand that import and custom fees can be brutal. We wish we had some control over that. Unfortunately, we do not. We are trying to work with UPS and our shipping resources to see if there's a way that we can give international customers a break on shipping, because we do know you have to obviously pay even more on the back end of things. So please bear with us. We do appreciate you. We do want to see what we can do for you guys internationally, since you do have to deal with all that extra stuff.
And I'm not suggesting doing anything that's illegal or on the other side, but if you have family in the States or friends and family anywhere in the United States, you could fully take advantage of the sale and the free shipping to your friends and family, and then they can figure out how to get you the mask, whatever method you choose to go with.
Sorry.
But that's just an option. Yeah, no, that was Maui.
Just
He
Maui,
banged the door
and he
open.
got afraid that the door opened, and then he didn't know what to do.
Yeah, so we're gonna let him just kind of cruise around, bear with his barking and stuff like that. That's his biggest challenge right now, is he barks at everything. So our dog
gets frustrated that we don't play with him and
Yeah.
engage with him.
Yeah, he has anger management issues, and he'll literally like bark right in your face, like super bark style, and until you pay attention to him.
And he's still got baby bark. It's not super big boy bark, and we call it his wavy bark because it's like woo, woo, woo. It's really funny. It's got a vibrato to it. So he's a small boy over there.
Yeah, he's a semi-demi mini dog.
Yes.
Is what he
That's
is.
what we call him Maui. We can just talk about Maui all hour. That's
Yeah, I was
fine.
gonna say, yeah, don't get us going on our dog.
I'm sure
We'll
we
just
will.
talk about him. Okay, hey guys, can we answer any questions or anything on the masks? I know on the last hour I did the on and off of head forms. I put some, the try-on demos for it. Wow, I'm just like having all kinds of issues over
Yeah,
here.
hiccups over there right now.
I was drinking. Okay, I'm drinking my Monster behind the scenes here, and if you guys know me, as soon as I get that Monster going, that's why I was like with the wig on. My hyperactivity levels start going crazy. I have slight ADHD, and it kicks in every once in a while. I'm getting older, so I got it pretty well managed, but every once in a while it just sneaks right up.
Yeah, just pops right up there.
Okay, so yeah. Tabby, were there any other things? What were some of our topics that we wanted to cover in this hour?
This hour, we're just going to kind of go over some more tips and tricks on
that's right.
Keeping your mask, putting your mask on, taking your mask off. I know we covered a little bit yesterday with the gloves and a trick that we have for getting your gloves on and off with a costume. What you got going on over there?
I'm going to grab a mask.
Just going to grab some stuff. But yeah.
All right.
So I think, maybe this hour just might be kind of more try-on stuff. Josh, actually, I did have written down about you talking about Fear Expo a little bit in your class. So I don't know if you want to maybe just
let's just
talking about your class.
Yeah, so here, let's slide over a little bit.
No, take it over. Take it over. Please, let me get out of here.
Get out of here. Get out of here.
I don't want to be here
You're on camera all the time.
I don't want to be here anymore.
All right.
I'm out!
So some of the best practices with the mask, I'm going to show you guys how to put them on and off. All this stuff is going to be covered in my Fear Expo class. March 19th, Fear Expo. It's a virtual trade show that is happening. I have an hour-long class. I have about 40 minutes of talk that I'll do, and then I'll open it up for about 20 minutes of question. I guess I'll probably have a bunch of masks. We might do it right here.
We're probably going to do it right here.
Yeah, I'll actually probably do the class right here, so that way I have all the masks available, and then if we want to do the try-ons or anything like that, I can grab it right there. But yeah, so basically once you get your silicone mask, you've just now invested in a mask that's going to last you probably 15 to 20 years. You can throw it in your bag, take it with you wherever you go. You can leave it in your hot car and it's not going to melt and everything like that. But yeah, so wearing a silicone mask. We're going to throw Palpatine on real quick. And so this is a modification of our Conjure.
Geezer. That's Geezer.
Alright, so while you're wearing the mask, you want to make sure you get it nice and good fit. You put it on. If you wanted to do the whole bib tuck in, usually when you're in costume, obviously that's what you're going to want to do. Try-ons, we don't always do it. Alright. So now you've got the mask on. Make sure you can see, breathe, hear correctly. And there we go. So that's putting a mask on and off. Now I'm Palpatine going to be doing this.
Yeah.
Okay, so you have a mask. Now let's say I don't want to be Palpatine and I want to be a clown. I'm going to go over and get some grease paint, and I'm going to go ahead and just do grease paint and paint up this mask exactly the way I want it to wear. Instant way to change your mask, right? You've just invested $600 in a mask. You've worn this character for an entire season. Now it's the next season, and you want a slightly different look. Just use some grease paint. Also, acrylic paints will go on the mask, but they will wipe back off. They won't stay on the mask. Yeah, so another thing, heat in the masks. Our masks are designed to be worn for really long periods of time. They're made as thin as possible in most of the spots. That allows you to have movement and realism in the mask. What it also allows is it allows the heat to dissipate through the mask. So this mask is actually now absorbing my skin temperature, and it's going to start feeling the same temperature as the rest of my skin. That adds a certain level of realism. You can now allow your customers to touch your face, and it's going to feel like a real human face. Blows people's minds. It also keeps you much cooler. You are going to form a certain layer of sweat inside the mask. That's actually going to help the mask grip and suction to your face, and I'll actually be able to get much better movement out of it. Let's see, it's distracting wearing the mask because I'm looking at myself, so bear with me. Okay, so best practices. You own a haunted house. You want to buy some silicone masks for your haunted house. Give them to your actors and let them wear them. That's awesome, but they're also $600 masks. So what we do at Scareco, which is our haunted attraction, is we have a makeup artist or myself that is dedicated to the masks. an actor comes in, they're assigned that spot. The makeup artist will get that mask for them, do a quick initial inspection, and then assist them in getting the mask on. At that point, the mask does not come off until the makeup artist comes back and assists them with removing them on their first break. And then that'll go, the makeup artist will have them pull it off, so they'll get out of costume.
Dennis says the CFX hoodie would be just right for that mask.
It would. We don't have any in stock. I don't have a hoodie.
I actually think we
On
only
my own.
have two XLs in stock, and there's the last.
actually might work.
No, they're two XLs.
Oh, double XL. But boom. All right, so then the makeup artist will have them remove the mask. Now, as an actor, I'm going to go on break. I'm going to get some water. Stay hydrated. That's the number one thing.
Biggest thing is
you want to stay in the mask for a long time? Drink tons of water. Also, if you've been drinking alcohol the night before,
You're going to sweat.
yeah,
At the beach.
and you're gonna know, you're gonna know it while in the mask. So I don't recommend doing heavy drinking before you're gonna spend a long time in the mask. But yeah, so it's all about hydration. So now what we do at our haunted attraction, we'll take these masks and then they have a cooler full of ice. We dump those in the cooler full of ice and we just leave them there for the entire time that the actor's on break. What that does, all that heat that was built up in that mask is now gone. The mask is now icy cold because it's actually absorbed all that coldness. When the actor puts it on, it's an instant refresh. That coldness hits their skin. Literally, you'll have an actor be sitting there dragging through the night. I put the ice cold mask on them. They're like, boom, ready to go. All right. And you get that for about 15, 20 minutes before that mask starts to warm back up again. At that point, they're usually on the tail end of their shift. They finish out the shift. At the end of the night, they check in with the makeup artist. Makeup artist will receive the mask from them, do a visual inspection to make sure there's no damage, put it back on the rack, make sure it's clean for the next person the next night. So that's how we use the masks. And I use I think we did anywhere from 18 to 22 masks in use at any given point.
Yeah.
So that's a lot. That also helps save me on makeup artists. We were running our haunt in California. I should put it back on and do the whole thing as a haunt team. I just wasn't ready for it right now.
You were ready.
But yeah, so makeup art, minimum wage in the Bay Area of California was $15 an hour with a 4-hour minimum shift on most makeup artists. You can see how that quickly added up. I would have to have 4 to 5 makeup artists any given night. When I went,
upwards of like 50 plus hours.
yeah, when I went to the masks, that eliminated one makeup artist entirely. Now I didn't need to have a makeup artist. I just had to have someone that understood how to put the masks on and off. Saved quite a bit. What it also does, it allows me to have 6 a.m. morning news shoots. All you haunt owners, you guys know what I'm talking about. The news wants to show up between like 4:30, 5 o'clock in the morning, and they go live at 6 o'clock. Try dragging your makeup artist out of bed
Your actors and your makeup artists out of bed,
on
having them
a
sit
Saturday
in the
morning. Yeah, on a Saturday morning after a busy Friday night, it's a nightmare. Grab your couple of your good actors, throw them in the masks. They can then change characters throughout the different news shoots throughout the day. In San Diego, when we would do it, we'd usually have 3 different spots that they would do. And so, yeah, on the morning spot, I would be there, do an interview, and then by the second and third, I was already in character as a mask, and you would have no idea that it was the same person that they interviewed earlier. So that's a really good way of using the mask in your haunted attraction. Now, as a cosplayer, it's the same basic concept. You're just responsible for the mask on your own. We do San Diego Comic-Con quite often, and we see the mask out there in the wild all the time. The nice thing is you don't have to put the mask on until you get onto the convention floor. You can have everything else ready to go. You can walk through that hot outside area, manage your way through the crowds, and then once you get into the convention, throw the mask on. Again, it's as simple. You set your stuff down, grab your mask, pick it up.
hide in one of the bathrooms real
Yep.
quick, get
Throw
dressed in
it
the
on.
bathrooms. That's what I used to do. Find the bathroom, get dressed in the bathroom.
Make sure you're all arranged.
I'm not all sweaty.
And kind of go from there.
We do have a question on here. This gentleman, Martis, has got quite a big beard, he says, and also long hair. Would that hinder the use of a mask?
So it does a little bit. You see I have facial hair. I'm really trimmed down right now just for this. I usually have a little bit more hair, but I knew I was going to be doing this. So the hair does affect the movement in the mouth area. If you have a big beard, it's going to build up in your chin area here. And there's quite a few viewers on here that will probably jump on and
Yeah,
and
Tyler's
talk
already
about their
hopped on
stuff.
there a little bit.
We also do the mask for Luchasaurus on AEW. Sorry, and he's got tons of hair, big, huge, muscly dude. And so he actually has a custom mask that has the bottom part of this removed, so he can pull his beard through the mask, and it actually looks really cool. Yeah, the more hair you have. Tabby has longer hair. If you have long hair, you could do it in a low ponytail. Usually put the band right around here on your neck, or do like a French braid or something like that. That kind of hair won't affect it. In fact, sometimes it gives cool bumps that look like tumors and stuff like that. But yeah, facial hair can affect the way the mask moves around your face. Now you saw I just threw this mask on. There's no glue. There's nothing like that holding it into place. It's literally just the tension of the mask that allows me to get all the movement out of it. And again, the sweatier I get, the more it's actually suction to my face. Hey, stop barking.
I'm just thinking back on it, no matter what I do.
I'm sure he doesn't like me wearing the mask.
Not so much. He's just
but,
super OCD on me right
yeah.
now.
Okay, any other questions that we have?
None that I can see right now. You got kind of got to scroll through over there and you can see what's going on. I'm trying to entertain the beast over here. Sorry, you guys.
If you're a heavy sweater, you can wear a balaclava. You'll hear horror stories about wearing, you wear the mask for about 3 hours, and you go to lean forward, and it just water will pour out of it. Those are realities of wearing a silicone mask, but just like any other thing that's covering your entire body, they build up heat. Wearing this is much different than a latex mask, though. I'm an old school latex. I got into masks when it was all latex, and I remember breathing into the mask and just having all that hot, humid breath, like make my eyes water every single time I breathe out. This you can see. I'm breathing through the mask.
You can blow out a candle.
I have nose holes. I have ear holes. It's letting out as much heat and hot air as possible. It's not building up humidity. So yeah, that's some of that. Any other questions?
Not as far as I can see so far. He does say thank you. Lotus is one thing that helped her a lot was to tuck a damp cloth or a cold paper towel / cooling cloth around her neck.
Definitely. That's kind of where I was going with the balaclava. You can even do like a balaclava that's been left damp and then put in the refrigerator so it's cold when you put it on. That's the key though. O'Neill CFX was making a cold pack for the mask for a little while.
Yeah,
I have one.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't actually used it in the mask. Can you pay him outside? Yeah. Sorry. But yeah, so he makes a cold pack that rides like on a headband in here. And it lasts for 15 to 20 minutes. And yeah, that's pretty good too. Anything like that works. Again, I find that usually putting the mask either in a cooler with ice or the freezer is a really good method to keep it cool for a while.
Yeah, I mean, that's all the questions that I can see so far. Dennis says he got his hoodie right before the big freeze of 2021, practically saved my life. Yeah, we are wearing our horny beanies, and that definitely helped too. We will be bringing some of those horny beanies with us to Fansworld. I know that those are a really big popular.
I don't think anyone will be wearing them in May in St. Louis.
We'll find out.
We'll bring them just in
not?
case.
I'm excited
you
to
can save them.
I'm excited to go to St. Louis in May. We've never been there in May. It's usually always in March. Excited to go to the museum and see if we can get on the roof. What are you doing?
I'm just messing around. You're talking.
No, I'm just trying to vamp a little bit here. I was just trying to figure out what you're doing. I don't know if that's going to go.
I was going to do a mask on a mask, but yeah, we won't do that.
I don't think that's going to happen.
All right.
Alrighty.
So am I good taking this thing off?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, I'm going to take this thing
I'll
off.
go ahead and put my hair up real quick, and I'll go ahead and put that Fawn Nadia on. Fawn.
Oh, and while I'm doing that, I'll go ahead and grab Sandra, and I'll throw Sandra on.
Oh, yeah, that'd be a good idea.
All right. Palpatine, go to bed.
Now he's over there on the door trying to get back in the room. Locked him out.
I guess I should probably wear the one with the hair, right?
I mean, probably, but then I'm going to have to style the hair for you.
Now let's see what we can do here. All right, guys. So I've never worn this mask. This is Sandra the Femme. It is more designed for a male that wants to mask as a female. We can do many different paint variations on it. We can do different skin tones. We can do different color hair. We can do permanent makeup on it, that's painted on, or we can leave it blank so that way you can apply your own makeup. Again, haven't worn this one, and this one's been sitting in our hair room for a while, again, as a sample. I don't think it's on the website as a for sale item.
I'm going to take that clip off the side of her hair right there, because that's just holding the bangs back a little And yes, all of our masks are available to buy directly from our website. Our Scott Lee was asking about that. I'm sorry to hear that you fell for one of the scam ads last year. Yeah, we were doing everything we possibly could to let people know that those were going on and to not fall for those because they were using all of our IP, all of our images, all of our videos to make their cheap POS, latex, whatever it was that they sent you look good. If you ever see a silicone mask or something labeled as a silicone mask for under $300, please always question it. Always question it. Do you need the mirror? Got the hair stuck up under the bit. There we go. That's what was happening.
I was like, I could tell there's something. Wow, I'm pretty. Ooh.
Oh my god, I don't know
Hey,
what you guys
Stacy.
started. Oh no!
You want to come visit me, big boy?
No!
Yeah.
Look
Yeah.
at you started! You guys are
See,
horrible.
this is why I don't put this mask on. But okay, here, will you do that clip for me,
I'm trying.
please?
I just sprayed that down. Okay, so let me make sure she looks good here. Just make sure she looks good here. So clip this hair a little bit up out of the way. And the eyebrows on this gal are all hand punched. They're a little bit wispy. I would like to probably see a little bit heavier eyebrows going on here.
Well, I think that kind of helps with bringing in the softer feminine tones to it. Because, again, I have a male-sized
you can always
head.
fill those in too.
Yeah, I have a male-sized head that I'm now trying to disguise as a female. That's one of the challenges with silicone masks. Is they actually we can't reduce the size of anything. Everything is you can kind of soften it a little bit, but you can't reduce it. This is going to be a brand new live stream character.
He's sold, you guys.
I think I'm sold. Yeah. I mean, it fits great. It has great movement. It has great visibility. The hair is wonderful. But yeah, I hope this is entertaining you guys. I don't do. If you guys know me, I'm not normally.
And our Scott, yeah, they even used our logo because they're stealing all of our movement videos and things that we had put up on our website and our YouTube. Literally just lifting it directly from our stuff, which is why we've changed the way that we brand a lot of our stuff. But the upside is, to a certain degree, you can see our logo and everything that they have, so you know where to find us now. So.
And that's why you see 15 different CFX logos on these live streams, and that way we can just kind of keep it under control.
Let's see here. Can you guys try on the vampire next to the pumpkin?
The Goblin.
Oh, the
This
Goblin?
one? This one?
They're not quite a vampire, but yes,
Well,
yes,
maybe,
we can put it on.
Maybe from that angle.
Yes, and
Yeah, from that angle, it probably looked like a vampire. But this is our Goblin. He's one of our newer sculpts. I've never had long hair. So
now he knows what I have to deal with.
Yeah, I know. It's weird. I hope you guys are enjoying that I'm going to do this in the mouth. I can't put him on, obviously, on top of it. But yeah, our Goblin, he comes in a flesh tone and a green tone as standard variants, but we can do him in any color scheme that you want. I'm going to show you guys an interesting little thing that most people don't get. So this guy right here is Helmet Head. And so he's basically the Goblin wearing this crazy helmet. These eyeballs light up, and we can do different colors and stuff like that. I'm going to have to take this off. I got hair in my mouth, in my eyes. But yeah, so if you look, its base is the same as that one. And it was kind of a companion. Yeah, I'm eating hair right now. All right,
I enjoyed this. This shit's funny.
yeah, you know, I imagine you are. Okay, I'm going to pick him back. I'm going to take Sandra off.
So I think Tyler, you're the one who wanted to see this one for you, guys. This is Nadia. She's great. I love her. Obviously, my hair is in a low ponytail right now, so you can see that little bump right there. If I were to put my hair in 2 braids, it would actually be a lot more smooth, and you wouldn't be able to recognize it. And if I had like a wig or a different costume that had a hood, you wouldn't be able to tell at all.
Let me set her somewhere so we don't mess up her hair too much more.
Yeah, because I have to spray her out. I can't give her a normal bath. That should be perfect right there.
Just want to make sure it's on there.
Yeah, that looks like you gotta pan over to that. That's funny as shit.
It just looks like I killed her
It
and
looks like a
skinned her.
extra face right there.
Bam. All right, so there's Tabby and the Nadia. Wow, you guys got us on this Sunday where it's just we don't even know what to do anymore.
Today, you guys. We're going hog wild today.
All right, let's get Mr. Goblin guy here.
Wes, I'm so stoked you got your imp mask. I'm so thrilled that you love it. Please make sure you send us some photos. What you plan on doing with it, as long as it's PG or PG-13, all around that.
Yeah, we have a good sense of humor, and we're not prudish at all over here. We like to be able to share it with everybody else.
Yeah, we like to enjoy it, but we also like to have everybody else enjoy it too. So PG-13, preferably. All right, we got a ton of people watching right now. I'm just trying to keep up.
Sandra, it's all Sandra. Sandra brings in the peeps.
Just telling you.
Sandra's hot.
Let's see here. Yeah, round 2 over here on let's see, on YouTube. We got quite a few comments going on here. This gentleman wants to know, what about a custom order? He has a character drawing that he owned and trademarked, and he wants to bring it to life. We can do that. We can do custom pieces. There is a little bit of a time frame and a higher price point for that, since it is something that we would have to create from the ground up based on your original characters. But shoot us an email, info@compositeeffects.com, and we will happily work that out with you.
And I'm going to throw something out there that I've never thrown out before. If you have a design and you can sculpt it yourself, definitely reach out to me, because we'll work on that price for you. One of the big costs is bringing in a sculptor to take your paper design or even your 3D render and turning it into an actual clay sculpture that we can then mold and then create the masks. Everything you see here was at one point a clay sculpture, and then we mold it and then cast it in the silicone rubber.
R. Scott Lee wants to know, why does your mouth look tighter and restricted than the other mask? Each mask, the mouth is similar, but obviously the design of the sculpt changes how the mouth moves.
And Tabby always gets stiff in the masks.
I don't know if you're talking about me or about you, because this is the first mask that I put on, so I'm not sure if you're
Yeah,
talking about you.
I've noticed when you wear that one, it does feel like
It is a little tight right here, but it's also, that's where my ponytail is sitting, so there's a little bit more, just
But
strapping
I see that a little bit, and I think it's more her than the mask.
It's me. It's me. It's my hair. It's me. It's not the mask itself.
But okay, I'm gonna take the goblin off. Are there any other try-ons you guys want us to do right now?
Well, you need to do Stalker Lyle.
What was that?
You need to do Stalker Lyle.
Okay.
Since we missed that one. Woo, last hour. Woo! And I'm back in the living. I want to make sure I put my right lipstick on today, so I'm not smearing it all over the place. But yeah, it's just where my ponytail was sitting is literally on the exact opposite of where the mouth or the chin is. So it was a little bit tighter there than I normally prefer. That's just where my ponytail was sitting, kind of preventing that.
Well, all right. So I see. Wes is like, I'd love to work there. So we'll tell you a little bit about Composite Effects. Composite Effects was formed in about 2006, 2007, but the first masks were released back in 2007.
Yeah.
The owners of Composite Effects worked for the 13th Gate Haunted House out here, one of the best haunted houses in the nation. They had to do a ton of makeups, and they needed to do a pinhead style one. And so Pinhead was probably the very first mask that Wes and Kim had created for the 13th Gate. And they very quickly realized, oh my goodness, we're onto something. And so that's when the Imp, Belial, and Krusty were made. And those were the first 3 masks that went out to market all the way back. I think 2008 was their first trans-rolled, and that's when I got connected with the company. Basically, I was so fascinated with it, I wouldn't allow them to let me leave. I just forced myself on them. And here I am now.
We became employees by assimilation, basically. They couldn't get rid of us. Specifically Josh. And then me.
Okay, so let's see here. And any of the masks can be done in a clown makeup. So if you see a realistic or any of these other guys, we can do clown makeups. As an example, this guy right here doesn't normally come with the clown makeup, but he's got a clown paint scheme.
Wes, the email to send pictures or unboxing videos, info@compositeeffects.com. The same one when you were speaking with Jonathan, I'm sure, about your order. Or just directly here on the social media pages. Feel free to DM the pages. I'm the one who is in control of all that stuff, so I will get that, and I will make sure that we add it to our creature feature collections that we do at least once a week. Joker. Everybody's asking for the Joker, guys. Where were you last hour?
I'll put it back.
I'll do it again, but I think.
But yeah, so I'm not gonna. I won't do the Joker in the 4 o'clock hour just because the hair. You know, every time I take it on and off, we gotta refix the hair and everything.
So same thing with Creature's Bride. I may put her on at the 4 o'clock hour. That way, I have plenty of time after that's done to make sure her hair looks good.
And all the masks you see here are available and for sale. So obviously, you know, we're gonna put them on and do try-ons for you. But the least I can touch it, the better. All right, here we go. Stalker Lyle.
Let's see. Martis also says that Goblin is great. Haven't been on the site for a while. Better for his wallet. Do you have something like a troll with bigger tusks? Yes. Our Yatnar is great. Sarah did a Mask of the Month version of him in an Oni where he's got tusks. He's perfect. Check out Yatnar, Jotnar on our website. And we can add tusks to him at any point. So if you want more specific tusks, if you want them longer, if you want them shorter, if you want them a certain color, let us know. So yeah, Yatnar on the website, or Jotnar. I say Yatnar. I say it with a kind of like an H.
And so Stalker Lyle, the base mask is our Stalker mask with the Belial add-ons. And so I think Taggie's going to grab those up.
The base mask is this guy, Stalker. Obviously, this is his clown version. And Belial is our resident demon, as it were. So you can see the stylings from both of these characters and the mask that Josh is currently wearing.
And I would probably wear a balaclava just to black out my mouth. That way it just looks like a nice big black thing. But you could do open mouth as well.
So one of my favorite things that I like to tell people is when they come and see us at trade shows, when they try masks like this on, because they move their mouth a little bit, but when you lean back and open your mouth, it just gives you that much more
action,
awesomeness, epicness. But yeah, so that's those guys right there. Cameron wants to know if we can get a Sentinel try on.
Wow, we haven't done a Sentinel try on in a long time. Of course we can.
And then we're gonna get people want Asmodeus as well. You guys are just making us try on all these masks. I'm not complaining.
Yeah, no, I'll put Asmodeus on. Asmodeus hasn't gotten as much love as he needs, and that's because he's one of our newest. He is the newest sculpt that's been released right now.
Yes. Yes, and yes.
Sentinel was sculpted by Burger,
yeah, Chris Burger.
Chris Hamburger.
That's literally his last name, but we're not lying.
He had been working on the new Hellboy reboot, and so he had done the Right Hand of Doom. Sorry, I did my
right hand. That's what I did yesterday.
Yeah, and so he was fascinated with the stonework, and I think he did an amazing job on this mask right here. It can be done in a bunch of different varieties. I kind of call this like the Stargate version of it. For some reason, it just gives me a start.
He's the Atlantis version.
But
so you're not wrong.
You can do it in the sandstone. Make it look
red
very
version.
Egyptian.
I really want to do like a jade version of him. I think that would be gorgeous.
The stone and any of the line work can be done in any color you want. And again, the base can be cast to be different stones, either granite or sandstone.
Any stone your heart desires.
If you wanted to do like a crystal, like a jade crystal, give us a call and talk. I've been wanting to do one of those.
I really want to
do it. So we can make it a little bit more translucent. I mean, it wouldn't be completely translucent, but it would have some translucency to it, and we can make it look definitely much more like a crystal.
Absolutely.
But, all right, enough talking from me. Let me go ahead and get this guy.
It's like I wish I could put some of these masks on for you.
No, just have the list ready for me, and I will get it done. And we're gonna go.
He takes a little bit of finessing to get off these tri-piece head forms. And these are the head forms that we take with us to the trade shows, just because.
Yeah, that's not the head form you're gonna get.
We do not sell these, so.
This is the head form you receive with the mask. Solid. It won't fall forward or anything on you. Perfect for displaying these guys.
Aaron says Sentinel reminds him of the statues from the Pink Floyd album. Yeah, actually, very much so.
And again, I'm not wearing any eye makeup or anything right now. If you blend in your eyes, you would never have, it'd be perfect.
But eye black, get permanent panda face for a hot minute there. But, it works. It works that way. So Sentinel is also really cool too because this gem, not this one specifically on this mask, but some of the other ones, it's removable, or we could put a flat LED or a flat LED back there behind it.
So you have to request that. So they come with the jewel glued in on all of them. unless you request an interchangeable one. Then we can make it interchangeable. For
Correct. I couldn't remember if we glued that one in, so sorry, I had to squeeze it a little bit.
We can also do the stone in a resin.
Yeah, if you wanted a little
Yeah,
bit
if you
hard.
want it to be clear and to have some depth to it, we could do that. Basically, the sky's the limit, whatever you can think of.
Absolutely. Let's see. Wes down here says, I appreciate how you include the head form at no extra charge. That's one reason why I'm a repeat customer. You know, that's something we know is beneficial to you guys. We want to make sure that
I think we're the only company that does that. I'm going to just, I'll be the one that comes out and does it. We're the only company that you're going to get a free head form, you're going to get free shipping, and we give sales throughout the year.
Yeah.
Just being honest about that one.
Because we want to make sure that when you get the mask, it looks the best, and we want you to be able to store and display your mask, in the best way possible. And so being able to provide a head form to you guys whenever you order a mask through us here at the shop is something that we love to do. It's just one extra thing that we do for you guys just to make your mask buying experience epic from start to finish.
Joker,
I know, everybody.
All right, so all right, let me get a schedule going on here. So I'm going to do Asmodeus.
Somebody wants Asmodeus, somebody wants Joker, and somebody wants the Imp.
Yeah, I see the Imp one. Okay, so let's do Asmodeus first.
We'll just run the gamut, you guys. Run the gamut.
And so what I'm going to do is I've been wearing them a little bit longer. I'm going to pin it on, do a quick model for you, take it off, get the next one on, just so we can stay on track with everything.
Skippy says, I wish you guys had masks with LEDs. We are working on different ways to incorporate LEDs into some of our newer masks that we have coming out.
Yeah, so we have a new mask that will come out that will have the LED option on it. But if you wanted an LED in Sentinel or Helmet Head, Helmet Head comes with LED eyes and stuff like that.
Do have
We don't promote it as a big separate item. We want to make sure it fits with the mask and stuff like that. So yeah, if you have an idea where you're like, hey, can I get LEDs on Cthulhu? Just reach out to us. I do all the prototyping and R&D here at the shop, me and Kenny. Kenny's actually really good with LEDs.
Yeah. We just did a really awesome LED project on a film project.
So we had a bunch of these wands for Godmother, and they needed it so it lit up on the tip and on the top crystal only. This is one of the stump versions, so it's opaque. It's all made out of foam.
It's all flexible rubber.
This is a resin one, but it's not translucent. But yeah, so what we did is we actually had it, and we had a battery pack embedded in here, and we had a separate LED on the tip right here, so it was super bright, and then we had a LED cluster on the back over here, so that way we can light it up whatever colors we wanted on there. We do LED work. You gotta call us, ask us what you want, and be like, hey, can you do that? And the answer's 9 times out of 10 gonna be yes.
Absolutely. Herman, we don't have a baler here right now. We may have a torque downstairs. I'll see if I can grab him for the 4 o'clock hour.
I'm pretty sure there's a torque.
I knew that there was one coming through production. I saw him.
I'm pretty sure I inspected one last week. Yeah.
So I will double check on that for you guys for our 4 o'clock hour. And Isaac, Aaron, I do agree that Isaac would look great with some LEDs. So that is something that we are looking to incorporate in some of our older masks. But in addition to our newer masks.
What about if we did brain games and had the brain all LED? That's what I'm working on right now with something. I would love to be able to do some more, maybe even embed some red laser LEDs in there. Yes, again, we can do it. We haven't specialized in it. For those of you that have been with us for a while, you know that we had a little period where we're playing catch up to get back to design work. Film and Secret Service projects we were so busy over the last 2 years doing the film projects and the medical projects
that we let the mask design slide a little bit.
And we have no problem admitting it that's what happened. But that's my job. That's why they brought me in.
But he's mom.
I'm on it. Let me tell you, I beat the crap out of everybody here. Every manager's meeting. Where's my masks? Where's my masks? And that's you heard Kenny on here the other day. Kenny knows. He's like, shoot, I better get those masks for Josh.
Yeah.
So definitely we can do LEDs on anything. I'm wearing Asmodeus. I know I said I was going to just put it on and take it off, but
our Scott Lee wanted to know, is anything we can wear under the mask that will maybe shine a black light around the eyes to glow in the dark contact lenses, that will glow?
Okay, so one of the things I used to do with my latex masks is LEDs, I'm super comfortable. So I'd have a battery pack and I would actually run wiring through the mask and I'd have little LEDs that were embedded in the eyebrow, and they would shine down onto the face of the mask. Not necessarily for contacts, but just to kind of light it up. That can be done with these masks. Something you can do at home.
We've seen people do it with our Night King masks.
Yeah,
for
the
example.
Night King mask. There's a guy out there that has blue LEDs that I'm not sure exactly how he did, but they literally come right in front of his eyes and they glow. It's something that can totally be done. All right, let me get this guy off.
Hi Tater, love you, miss you. Can't wait to see you at Fansworld, honey. For those of you who don't know, Scott Taterlin down there is one of the amazing reps for Froggy's Fog. If you need fog machines, snow machines, fog fluid, anything of that nature, go see Froggies. They are fantastic people. Specifically Scott. Reach out to Scott.
Yeah. 89 Jack Nicholson, based on our Jack the Ripper mask.
Yes.
So the base mask on this guy is Jack the Ripper. Obviously, we knew kind of what we were doing when we sculpted him. But yeah, so he's very versatile. He can be a standard flesh variant with clown makeup. He can just be a creepy hobo guy.
One of my favorite versions of Jack the Ripper that we have is a super pale version. I like when he's creepy and pale like that.
All right.
You need my assistance? You know it? Okay.
It's all about using the knees.
Use the knees. Let's see.
And if you watched the last segment, you'll know I don't do Jack Nicholson impressions. So.
Shank the Clown on YouTube. I would love to get a worm with my order. If you place an order through the website during Fansworld, which goes through Thursday, you get a really awesome CFX tote bag and you get a worm. It's a swag bag. So you're going to get a worm, you're going to get a lanyard, and you're going to get a really awesome CFX sticker. So if you order through the website right now, or if you order through us during Fansworld, you will get a swag bag, which will include a worm. You think he has some fun here while we work? Just a little bit? I mean, I'm going to be honest with you guys. A lot of people ask us, oh, your job, your job must be awesome. You get to do masks and stuff all day. Not going to lie, there are some days where we have to do regular grunt work. But then the days when
I'll
we
be
do
honest,
stuff
most
like
of the time it's regular work, and then it's a third of the time where it's like, okay, now we get to do crazy stuff.
So we appreciate you guys, that you appreciate that we provide this for you. It's a great thing that we love to do, and we are very thankful that you guys are enjoying it as well.
All right, so there's your Jack the Ripper Joker. I'm going to put him just straight back onto the head form just because I'm trying to manage the hair.
And same thing, everybody, there's quite a few people on YouTube who really want me to put Creature's Bride on. I was going to maybe say that for the 4 o'clock hour, but I guess I might as well do it now.
We're going to do it for you.
So
I'm going to make her do it.
Give me a second. I gotta organize myself here in a hot second.
All right.
Yes, Snoopy does have a flesh Jack the Ripper.
And then this is our mascot, right? The good old yellow imp with all the circle pattern on the back.
That's all free
The
him.
hand-drawn circle pattern. There's over 300 circles, right? 270?
That was on 2 masks and 2 sets of gloves. So on one mask, there's usually roughly about 100 circles.
Okay. All right. I just remember that promotion, so that was
Yeah,
all that stuck in my mind.
we did a guessing game. Guess how many circles are on 2 imps and 2 pairs of gloves, and there was over 300. But on each imp mask, there's approximately just around 200. Or excuse me, 100.
And the imp is my favorite mask. It wears super comfortably. It's thin wherever it needs to be thin, and it's got the cool build-up where it needs to have build-up. Yeah, super fun to wear.
Man, Joe's down there. He's like, as a performer, I second Froggy's Fog hands down. They're the best fog. Haze, Bubble Juice, Chavot, American DJ have good fog, but hang time and output from Froggies is amazing. Joe, you are a great salesperson. I appreciate you. It helped that when you came and saw us at HauntCon last year, Scott was right across from us, so I'm sure he's appreciating all those shout outs. So this is
But again, the imp, I love the imp. I'll do a tuck in for you.
Sorry, just a second.
That's not until I put Sandra on.
Oh! Wow! It's Sunday, you guys. It's Sunday. Okay, I may need your assistance in a minute here just to make sure this hair is all good. Just the hair on her is just, it's a little bit cumbersome, and sometimes I just need a little bit of assistance on the back end to make sure that I'm not screwing the hair up. All right, so make sure her head is right there. So because with this one, I can't adjust the top of the head. I need a little bit of nuances. There we go. There we go. I feel very top heavy.
Yeah, I imagine you are. Okay, so yeah, Bride of Frankenstein, the bride, creature bride.
We did a photo shoot down in New Orleans in October, where I have some really amazing pictures in this mask with a costume, and Josh as well out in the Frankenstein mask. We have some pictures of us together, but I gotta grab those from Robert.
Yeah, I'll put Vengeance on in just a second here. I'm getting a lot of requests for the Red Demon. Not sure which one because we have a few Red Demons. This guy or this guy? Right or left, guys? I see those comments. Let's see.
It might be Gargus. I think they're talking about Gargus.
Yeah, top shelf or middle shelf?
And Joe says, I think you're ordering the
Okay,
Red Demon.
so that would be Belial.
Yeah, so Joe, that's Belial, and Pandora is his counterpart.
Do we have a Pandora?
We do not. We don't have any Pandoras in stock.
If you guys look on the website, though, like how you were saying, we did a really good photo shoot with those.
Let's see here. Okay. I was going to keep this one on for a hot second. You guys, we're hanging out for an hour again. What's wrong with you? Just kidding. We love you.
I would say, and know that we have to take a quick break in between these, but we can resume right at 4 o'clock because it will be our last segment. We can just go right to try-ons if that's what you guys want.
Yeah, and we'll talk about where you can see us next and all that good stuff.
Yeah, but yeah, so usually we just need to do a quick half-hour break so that way Tabby and I can both get some water and recover our voices, and then also check on the dog to make sure that the dog's not
trouble.
trouble.
Good stuff.
Belial. Belial's one of our number one selling masks, and he's also the number one scam artist site. This variant exactly in the red with the yellow. You'll see all kinds of scam sites that are trying to sell their product as this guy. There's only one Belial, and he comes right here from CFX. You can get this guy in any paint variant that you want. I own the black and gray one. I love the green variant of it as well.
The tile version is great. Sorry, I had the hair from the mask actually in my eyes, so I was trying to figure out if it was my hair or the mask hair. Always a problem. Always a problem.
But as you can see, Belial is just amazing. And so you guys see, as I make my adjustments, yeah, sometimes I'll put it on and it'll feel like it's not sitting quite on my face. It's just a matter of massaging it into place. Making sure your ears are in the right spot.
Looking good.
Yeah, Belial. And then obviously you can get the Pandora matching it. That's
so we did a photo shoot for Valentine's Day last year where he's in Belial and I'm in Pandora, and he's giving me his heart.
Yep.
It's quite cute. They're still floating around on our Instagram page if you want to check those out.
All right. Now I'm gonna pop him off. And do
Yeah,
Vengeance.
it's totally fine. We'll do Vengeance, and that'll probably be our last try-on for this hour. Then we'll take a quick break, and we'll be back at 4 to finish out the CFX Live stuff. So, all you guys on YouTube, I know you were asking for the Creature's Bride. So here.
Yes, I don't think she'll put it back on the 4 o'clock hour.
Sure, it's for all of you. Just because I'm trying to keep her hair pristine.
And everything that we go and try on, we then have to clean in that half-hour break that you give us, and make sure they're ready to go in case they sell starting on Monday.
Shrink the Clown on YouTube. I know you said you ordered a little bit early to get the swag bag and promos. Well, we might not be able to extend the promos to you. We still might be able to do the free domestic shipping, depending on where you're located, as well as the swag bag. Shoot us an email, let us know that you really want a swag bag, and we will try to put that to your order. And there's Vengeance, you guys.
And so this is our paint standard Vengeance. And so this, the ones you'll purchase will have reinforcement in the horns so they don't jiggle like that. It'll be a nice solid horn. This is, again, just a paint master, so that way we can demo some paint stuff. Obviously, when we come up with a new design, we have to come up with the paint scheme to go with it too. we're not perfect. Sometimes we'll do a paint scheme that we don't like, and so we always practice on a test mask first. Sometimes they turn out perfect, like this guy.
Yeah.
Sometimes they go and
they're like, oh, that was close, but let's
Yeah.
try something else.
and that's where you'll see. Those are the ones you'll see on my desk a lot of times where I try to salvage it from being a trash mask to
Yeah.
something that I could at least keep in my
And
office.
it's very rarely that happens where a mask can stay production is like, ooh, that didn't turn out quite right. So it's few and far between, so we very rarely have those that come through. All right, darling, I think it's near the time for us to take a quick break. So if you don't mind maybe popping back over there and throwing that graphic for the sale
sure
back
can.
on up there. We will leave you this hour with information for that sale.
And you know what I'll do? I'll close out on the paint demo. So
Ooh, that'd be
Skippy mixed
great.
that. It's about a 12-minute video. And it's Jen, our paint manager, painting up a boogeyman.
Yeah.
That is not finished yet.
Yeah, it has no teeth. But we'll pop up that graphic real quick for you guys. You can see the discount codes for the $50 off, as well as the free domestic ground shipping from UPS, and what you all get with the sale. So until the 4 o'clock hour, you guys, we're going to segue over to that painting demo, and we'll see you guys at 4. See you soon.
Hold on one second.
whole aesthetic is, yeah. Yeah, he's a director, producer, yeah. So I think he's a Jupiter Ascending too, which is not a good example of his work, but it's a good example of that aesthetic that he goes with. Yeah. Yeah, Valerian. It's not great, but it's good. Yes.
Sound off, put Skyrim score